The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Now, this defense for the Commanders is terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield now. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards.
We spend a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spend a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw his Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Williams, a man in motion right. Going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Carr now on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate, no turnover either.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Carr. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. That pass caught. It's Williams. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Jones now in motion left. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Open man is Uzomah. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. This complete to Jones. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Carr now to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Washington. C.J. Uzomah, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Darren Waller. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Baker Mayfield scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. That's caught. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Williams, 60 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield going deep here for Watkins. It got his man complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Quez Watkins, 81 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On play action, it's Carr. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. Across the formation, he hits Austin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
On the left side, a catch by White. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Running out of the gun with White. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Seibert's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. The final shot here before half for Carr. And that is incomplete. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This is taken just shy of the 10.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the...
He's got a man, complete. And he takes it in for a Commander's touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
A second down throw for Mayfield. He's got it to Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hey, 133.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield and Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're able to run this across midfield to the 48. First down, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Budda Baker with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr rolling to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Commanders' 15-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing. Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them is the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On second down, Williams. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, now Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Singletary again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary, and he'll take this in.
two type of people in life.